and jump as high as a mountain, and that will be at Grav Labs. And here you go. So game number 5, as said by Tashmani, it's about time for everyone to wake up. No more wallygagging, no more early morning grumpiness. It's all now right here in game number 5. Right now, currently on the knockout stage leaderboard, it is EVOS Divine Esports from Indonesia, acquiring 78 points. Would they continue their dominance here in Nexterra, or will there be a new contender in that Booyah slot?
Looking over at Fluxo, who's dropping at the same spot as another team over at Intellect Center. It might be super aggressive. Even Vitality is there right now. It's a 3-way hit there really quickly, as Dix will be the one to get knocked down. Gio waiting for the right time, but he decides to push forward. But unfortunately for the rest of Vitality, they are not able to hold. The first eliminations happening quickly for Fluxo, and they were very decisive about taking this fight.
A very bad start here for Vitality. Koja as well is caught up by fire from Team Fluxo. So Koja has to fall back. He is retreating from Intellect Center. Now left in this compound, it's gonna be Fluxo and Core Memory. Meanwhile, we are hearing a knock by one of the players in our map. I assume that is the brawl in Grav Labs, as EVOS is interacting with Pain Gaming. Yep, I was right. So Gus manages to actually get 1 point from Team EVOS Divine, and EVOS Divine, I believe they are
knocked out very early.
They're gone. Yeah, I don't see any white tigers in the map.
I don't think so. This is...
Yeah, they were.
This is unfortunate. They had really put a big target on their heads. But the fight's not over quite yet here, as Core Memory looking to get aggressive, as Fluxo as well going for that reset. Dawn falls, Bobs to get that big kill onto a player there on the other side. But the rest of Fluxo not down and out quite yet. Punsin just waiting on the backlines there. Gio trying to see if anyone's rotating over forward. But Dawn quickly brought back into this game. And the other teams are just quickly leaving away. They don't want to take these early fights, and for a good cause.
They are falling back, but they are falling back towards Core Memory KOG. Unless Core Memory moves, Fluxo can actually intersect with them. However, you can see that VSC Vision System SPA moving quite aggressively towards Team Fluxo, entering Intellect Center. And talking about EVOS Divine, we were talking about Booyah Curse backstage, and apparently that is implemented onto EVOS Divine. They had Booyah on game number 4, but they were the first to be eliminated in game number 5. So Booyah Curse is real here for EVOS Divine. Now, looking back on how they play against Pain Gaming, they had that nice ground where they could play inside, but due to the fact that Grav Labs could put you off guard, especially if you jump, causes them to actually just not playing very well in that particular place.
This is aggressive coming from Fluxo, rushing up forward here. They're just completely overcoming the other team here. Punsin falls, Nejad as well here. And they're taking fights left, right, and center, overcoming so many other teams. Gio needs to be picked up quite yet. They're not done. The jump shots are really good, strays forward, and his teammates decides to go a bit more forward to give some space for his teammates to bring his teammate back into the game.
Run, Maxi, run! You could not fight this, you don't have any medkit. Bots hunting towards Maxi, and Maxi goes down. And then there's only one member of VSE left. He managed to actually fall back away from Team Fluxo. And game number 5, Nexterra, Fluxo is on fire.
Yeah, they really needed that, just really wake themselves up. And for VSE, this is so unfortunate. They haven't had the hottest of starts. And it looks like this trend is not stopping anytime soon here. And it's looking really insane, because Hot Shots, this is a great high angle they can play with as well. Korja, they have access to this crate. They can pick up whatever weapons they need. And interestingly enough, everything has started to slow down. Airdrop collected.
Yeah, has to wait inside the circle to unlock the lock on that drop. Meanwhile, Hasu actually has a very good vantage point. Meanwhile, VSE has been eliminated right after EVOS Divine. So again, a very not a good day 1 here for that Latin American team. Meanwhile, Hasu has been spotted by Diamond. Nice shot with that AC. So right now, Hot Shot, they lost that vantage point. point guard. Now they have to fall back, and they are falling back with the jump pad, but they will not be let go. Exposé hunt them down, pushing foot, trying to fight against action. No more glue wall as Skylar has been put down by Exposé. Diamond trying to provide them, some backup here for Exposé, but Hotshot smart enough not to directly engage on towards Team Virtus.pro. And now Virtus.pro get in towards Team Hotshot. They're trying to go for the second floor. Diamond's on second floor, but action, and Anas now on the ground. Anas, red color as his HP transform as well as action. Hotshot hunted down for so long, and VP managed to only get 3. And Sergeant is still surviving. They are falling back. They want Sergeant now.
Chase him down if you could. Hotshots are now already back into the game. They had the idea, they had the high ground, they had the position. It's just that they just overstayed their wild claimer. Sergeant all alone, he's so low right now, running for his life, zigzagging forward, barely alive. Gets time to go for the reset for the time being, and he's gonna prep that nade, hoping it's actually gonna hit onto someone at all, but his teammates are not close enough to fight him. He's gonna have to go for this 1v4, and this is a great play for him to be able to isolate these fights all alone. But the amount of bodies thrown at him were just too much, and Virtus.pro finally get the last piece of that puzzle.
Yeah, Sajid was lucky enough to revive all 3 other members that was hunted by Team Virtus.pro, but sadly Sajid could not survive. Meanwhile, Red Hawks is now no more in Nexterra, placed at number 10. We were praising Red Hawks quite heavily here on day number 1, but sadly coming to game number 5, players are realizing how Red Hawks are playing. They are realizing how Bangladeshi Free Fire is being played. So they are slowly getting a little bit down here as we go progress in day number 1. And we are showing here, ladies and gentlemen, the top players here for highest damage. Rasha, the Wonder Kid, is there. And as you can see on the right side, Circle has completed for the first one. Second one will be right around Boxing Gym Deka Square Mud side. So this is a favorable Circle, especially towards Alpha 34.
Just so many things happening. This circle is not necessarily the easiest either. It's all the way on the other side of the map. A lot of heavy rotations coming through here. The first team to really quickly get here is going to be Vitality. And I think that Vitality is looking good right now. They're taking their time. Yeah, they lost that initial fight, but they're doing well surviving. They're taking their time. They're slowing it down. And I think it's good that they're able to realize that taking these early fights is just something that's not beneficial to them. But for Core Memory, I think they had a whiff of where Vitality is. They're looking to try and find them out, but the amount of pressure coming from Vitality manages to push them away for the time being.
Alright, so Core Memory trying to find a place for them to camp it out. As you can see from the minimap, Team Alpha 34 has put a bounty on towards Team Vitality. Meanwhile, AG.AL Barros was caught by Pain Gaming. Motavea got that point kill for the Brazilian team. And AG.AL, you can see only Dew is left here, and Dew is being chased by Gus. Gus has an SVD. Dew really needs to find space, to find time to revive the other members, but Pain Gaming is not letting it go. They are pushing forward. I can hear the Ferrari, the fast car coming in. Peter trying to find Dew inside Graveland, but Dew is way ahead away from Team Pain Gaming.
If you hear that car, what are you going to do? You're going to skedaddle away, obviously. That's a terrifying sound. Pain Gaming, this is great for them as well. I think they had a pretty rough start today. They weren't able to find the momentum. They weren't winning those really crucial fights. But now they are the ones currently on top. They're looking hot right now. They're not looking to really take these fights. They are really testing the waters on how far they can chase, but they're not really looking to pursue. You go into a compound, they're saying, okay, the lack of information means that we don't push into the compound. We don't want to engage into a CQC and isolated fights, which means that we can stay intact as a 4 all the way till the end. But now for Falcons here, they have 5 eliminations already. Bit more of a quieter game, but I think throughout the entirety of the day, we have already come to a conclusion that Falcons love to get more of those placement points and survivability compared to these early fights, and I think this pacing still suits them, as expected.
Yeah. This is the way the Thailand team plays actually. There's that early game slow pace, then gradually it becomes faster and faster. Hotshot trying to get a hot shot on towards Team Falcons, but Amas was retaliated back by Limit, so that is a knock from Team Hotshot. So Falcons is now controlling back Rastown. Limit is still safeguarding, is still guarding for Team Falcons as they are trying to get into the new circle. And Hotshot made the right decision not to continue to suppress fire, fall back, find another way to get into the zone.
Yeah, but Falcon suspects that they might be around, so they're lingering a bit longer here, forcing for Hotshots to go for a longer rotation. They cross, they might be spotted out by Kiroro, even Virtus.pro. They might be in trouble. And speaking of trouble, Chinoy knocked them already so quickly. Fluxo, they're looking hot right now. Big opening onto Chinoy. They want to look and just try chase for the rest, excuse me, but they haven't found anything quite yet, but it should be easy access to the circle for them.
You want to know something interesting?
Yeah.
We have played for 5 games, and in all 5 games, Fluxo always interacted with AG.AL. The first 2 games, Fluxo didn't win. But the previous game number 4 and 5, right now, it looks like they are winning very well. Game 3, 4 and 5. So we can say that Fluxo finally knows how to take down AG.AL.
Took some time.
Yeah.
Need a few maps to really figure things out here. And Diamond is just unrelenting. It's putting a lot of pressure to the other members of Hotshots. And I have to say, this team has been quite unlucky this map. You manage to get into the circle, you run into another area of a play of hold, excuse me. You try to rotate to another area, you run into another team. And I would really like to see them take this fight. I know they are a little bit more on the back foot when it comes to these aggressions, but I want them to really challenge these teams. Don't let them bully them away. And I think for AG.AL here, nice shot into a player of Fluxo, but not really enough to really just take out the whole team.
So AG.AL managed to actually get a small revenge onto Team Fluxo, but Gio can simply be revived soon for as long as Team Fluxo managed to find a vending machine. As the circle closes, teams and players are coming into the new zone. The ones that is still outside is, as you can see, Fluxo. That's still AG.AL, Team Hotshot, and also Pain Gaming. But I'm not so sure about Hotshot. They're not looking very hot here, as they are being being gatekept by Team Virtus.pro.
This is nice, honestly, because Virtus.pro is using this compound like a little shield and also a safe house, keeping the players of Hotshots at bay. They're not able to break inside, and even then, the rest of Virtus.pro don't want to take this fight. It's a bit too early for them. They don't want to go for a 4v4. They want to go for these long-range fights, these pickoffs, and that's why they're looking to just go further into the circle, put a lot of space between them and Hotshots.
Right, a few shots once towards Fuwarak. Virtus.pro continues to widen the gap between them and also Hotshot. The new zone has been updated. It looks like Falcons and Vitality is already inside. And as you can see from the north side of this camera, from the north side of our view, you can see Fluxo is fighting against Team Vitality. Kyong is now on the floor, but due to nice blue wall placing, Pyong managed to be revived back. Meanwhile, Fluxo still on 3 members. Opt to go for the first floor, maybe not disturbing Vitality on top. Wait for the next zone to close out.
Just biding their time here, they're boxed in. If say that Vitality choose to push into their area, this could be ridiculously hard. The CQCs, the corners that you don't check.
And the numbers
Peter
as well.
Already getting one knockdown of his own here. But Vitality's looking to get a bit more adventurous. Check out the other side, poke their heads out, find nothing. And now they're trying to just block the players of the team inside of that compound, really take away that space and make a little bit more area of hold for themselves. Already in the middle of that circle here, they're so close by to Falcons, and you know how devastating it can be if they go up against this team. They're already putting in the pressure, and they're looking to just really hide away, heal themselves up to full before they fully commit to this 4v4.
Vitality is not in a good spot actually. A lot of wide openings in the compound that they are having in. Meanwhile, Falcons focusing 2 teams actually, Vitality and Fluxo. Meanwhile, Hotshot is being hunted down by various teams actually. The Pakistani team is not looking so good. Only Hasu left. Meanwhile, AG.AL is actually facing the same fate here. Could not make any move. Meanwhile, Pain Gaming jumped in. They are now aggressively pushing towards Team Falcons. Peter has to come back into the compound. Virtus.pro has been eliminated on 9th place. Noda eliminated all of the blue walls here from Team Falcons. Still outside. Finally, Noda is in. Tries to go the shot, but could not do so. Could not find members of Team Falcon, but Kirono is down by Motovea. And Gus looking very low here. Has to stop for a while to find time for medkits. Meanwhile, Alpha 34 is coming in to join the party here between Pain and also Team Falcons. Limit is cornered in this compound, could not go anywhere. Falcon is looking desperate right now to still survive in this chaotic space.
There's not a lot of space to work with right now, but Vitality somehow gets theirs. And now AG.AL eliminated already at 7th. And now Vitality as well is going to be coming up on top here. We were waiting for this team to wake up. We were waiting for this team to get a bit more aggressive, to be a bit more, to show a bit more of what they have to offer here. As Falcons stuck in a corner, Peter left alone. Not the easiest thing for him to do to bring his team back into the game. Inhalers up, yeah, but it's only a matter of time before the glue walls fall, before he gets completely chunked down by Pain Gaming. And Pain Gaming, even Motovea is the last man standing here. He's alone, but here comes Core Memory. Cougar knocked down already, trying to steal away this space away from Vitality. But Vitality gets his, Peter falls, Dawn steals away the kill, and Falcons this time around, they're not able to clinch that booyah. 5th place for them, but the fight, this compound, hotly contested.
Finally, we see Vitality shine. Right after my comment, which is very good. So Vitality finally open their eyes. All right, this time around, let's do our best. Let's show them that Vitality is still alive in EWC. But right now, we are left with only 4 teams. Core Memory KOG guarding outside the vicinity of Vitality, but at the same time, being careful of Team Fluxo, which is right behind that white bus. Core Memory trying to widen their position. Meanwhile, Vitality still waiting for that moment to come up from their compound, waiting outside for Memory and also Fluxo. Meanwhile, Motovea for Pain Gaming is just watching all of this happening slowly. So good that Core Memory is managed to actually widen their plane of view so they could catch anyone that is coming outside.
Yeah, Core Memory is doing great. They're out there in the open, gives them a lot more space to work with as well. But they're looking at challenge. They want these points because the players of Vitality cannot move. They have the glue walls, they have the space, but Don has other things in mind. He's trying to be very sneaky right now. He shows himself out there. He throws in the nade. It hits 2. Motovea falls. Koja's looking great right now, but Don's been spotted. He's all alone, but somehow his movements are just too much to deal with. And now Core Memory looking to chop them down. No, they're falling because Vitality is looking to change trajectory. Fluxo falls. Vice putting in all that pressure onto Bunsen, and Bunsen gets taken away. Fluxo with only 1 player left.
Koja is now down. Vitality bringing the pride of Indonesia. Push it towards Team Core Memory KOG. Zed gets by, but Dix goes down to Prox. Oh no! Core Memory Zed is now on the floor. Holds the line denied by Koja. Now Koja has time to revive both Dix and Far East. It's gonna be 3v1. Will it be Fluxo for the 1v3 clash, or will it be Vitality redemption arc after 4 devastating games? Right now pushing forward towards Prox. Prox is down by against Diva. Koja from behind, and they got Prox. Booyah for Vitality!
After so many rounds, they struggled. They weren't able to find the answer, but on Nexterra, this is their map. They were on the back, but they didn't have a lot of space to work with at all, and somehow managing the game sense just so good, so aware that there's going to be someone that Dawn hanging out from right across the field, playing CQC as well.